and welcome. We're ready to get the week off to a great start. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Berry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Manecki in at the four-man spot. Now here's Howard. Not a lot of room. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Takes a three. Howard grabs the miss. Pass to Hall, right wing. The three. Now here's Howard. Pure from three-point range. Howard's got 6 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now Williams. Let's go with a three, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. The shot by Howard, no good. Oh, deflected. 6 on the shot clock. And the three off target. Jacks up a three. He's off on that one. Outside, Williams. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Howard. He has 6.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Guarded by Howard. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Sends it home from three-point land. 5 points in the game.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
To halt the run, here's Manecki. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Beyond the arc. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Now here's Howard. Nails it from beyond the arc. Howard's got 9 points.
That's feel-good moment right there. 3 of 4 so far.
They set a pick. Williams from long range. From deep three-point land. Manecki with a rebound. They've got numbers. Pass to Hall. Williams defending. Shot on the wing. Offensive rebound. And he goes in for the dunk.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Williams with the screen. From outside, off the mark. 30 seconds left in the first. Now here is Howard. He's covered closely to the wing, right side. Launches a three. No good. 3 for 6 shooting in this game. Pass to Williams. Up in time. And that's not going to go. There's the horn. And it's a close game at the end of one. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
I really like the attitude they've displayed here early on.
Yeah, I think they've controlled the momentum, and that is showing up.
Baldwin's shot is good.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
From the arc. Sinks it from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Number 15, first personal foul, first team foul.
And he drives in. Oh, denied. This one for three. Drops in the three. He's got 6.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Here's Baldwin. Goes up on the wing. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Cheetah somehow misses the two-handed jam. The 3-ball. Jop passes to Injad. Shot clock at 5. Drills it from deep.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Rochita. Oh, can't convert the two-handed jam. Here's Baldwin. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off the mark. Here we go. Rochita. 3-pointer in transition.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And down it goes. 2 points. Baldwin's got 5 points now this quarter. Baldwin's gone 2 of 4 shooting.
Come get it, come get it.
Out left to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
There's the triple. They get it back. Rochita. And the 3-pointer goes. He's got 12.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
They set the screen. Here's Baldwin. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Rochita hits the trifecta.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
1:14 left in the half. Out to the right wing. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Baldwin.
Here's the three. And he dunks it down.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
There's a screen. There's 31 seconds left in the second period. That one goes in.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
"20 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Knocks it down from distance.
They're having more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter as they try to cut into this lead.
Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, and we have some pressure-filled games coming up in addition. And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the visiting team. That does it for halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. The visitors with the ball. It's a 5-point game. And here's Howard from deep. Counted from distance. Howard's got 12.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
And it's Hall in at the 5, roaming the paint. Williams from long range sinks the tray.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Manecki. Howard with the ball. 6 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. No, he's now 4 for 8 shooting.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Drives to the hoop. Oh, he pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
The visitors with the ball. Trailing by 8. Fires the 3. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's the pick. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
From behind the arc. Can't get it to go. 5 for 11 in the game now. Pass to Williams. Guarded by Howard. Williams, a screen on Howard. It's stolen by Howard. On the break. Very pretty alley-oop.
I like what I saw on both ends that time, hustling on defense to create some offense.
Guarded by Howard.
2 minutes remaining.
They set the pick.
2 minutes.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
Yeah, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Now here's Howard. He's got 15.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The kick out to Williams. On target from range. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Now here's Howard. Clock at 6. Here's Manecki. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Out to the right wing. Wide open look. It's good. Off the glass.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now Howard launches it. Connects from downtown. Howard's got 9 points here in the second half.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Williams, a screen on Howard. He takes it in. Outside, Williams. The rebound by Hall.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Got it off in time. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Leading by 9. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
Home team ball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On defense, the visiting team. 9-point game. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul, first team foul.
On Tuesday, then on Thursday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Fires the 3. And he can't get that one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Into the lane. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. From deep 3-point range. Unable to get that one.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
They set a pick. Rochita. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Here's Baldwin. Misses the 3. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, BA, they should really stick with what they've been doing.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. 2 open that time. They didn't look easy. 20 points for him.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Oh, Grant, they're on a nice run right now.
Yeah, offensively, they're making things look easy.
And there's a pick. Brochita. No good with the triple. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. To the right side.
Away team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul. Checking in for the away team. Number 0.
Tries to save it. Here we go, 1-on-1 from the arc. Offensive board. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The 3 ball. He drops it from range.
It really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Now here's Howard. Defense right on him. Nice shot from the wing. Howard's got 20. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Nails it from 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Launches it from deep. Ooh, that one misses the mark. Shooting 8 for 14 now. Jop passes to Baldwin. Off target with the 3. Fires from way outside. Doesn't go that time. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here is Howard. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. 6 to shoot. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a...
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Harrison out there with Melodon. And it's Ajinça in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Schofield. Here's Harrison. They set the pick. Now here's Melodon. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots from 12. And he connects with the jumper. Outside Williams. It's Thomas on the wing. Here's the 3. Laverne grabs the miss. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Good. That one on target for Melodon.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Thomas. There's the triple. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Ajinça, the pass to Harrison. Takes the 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Thomas. And he's good on the 3-ball.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's Schofield. Pass to Ajinça. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Outside Thomas. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Off target from 3-point range. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Laverne throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Covered by Ajinça. The 3. Schofield grabs the board. 1:51 left in the first. Pass to Melodon. Here's Schofield. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Schofield. From past the arc. No good that time. It's Thomas on the wing. Lets it go with the 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Pass to Thomas. A 3-ball. Schofield grabs the board.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Harrison scanning the floor. From the arc. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams for 3. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Ajinça. No scoring in this one. Sinks the three-pointer. With the drive, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to...
And that does it for the first quarter. They're up by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
You've got Lee, and it's Jackson, and at the small forward position. Stolen by Jackson. Here's DeColo. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Porchita, guarded by Jackson. Porchita.
Big time.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
It's up a 3. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 5.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. It's tipped. And here we go. Finished off the break.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
There's a screen. Pass to Lee. Here's DeColo. 5 points in the game. 6 to shoot. His three-pointer's off the mark. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Porchita, guarded by Jackson. Offensive rebound. Tries again. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And now here's Lee. The fast break opportunity. Over to the wing. Here's DeColo. Lee outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the home team has possession. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. From downtown, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
Pass to DeColo. They could use a bucket. Cans it from downtown. DeColo's got 8 here in the quarter.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
We've got 1:18 left now here in the second. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Lee. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
covered by Lee. Brogida drills it from outside. He's got 10.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Pass to DeColo. Back to Lee. Here's DeColo. A baseline J, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before second violation.
Substitution on the court.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Brogida covered by Aginsa. There's the pick. It's stolen by Aginsa. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Taking a look at the visitors, they're dealing with some challenges, no doubt about it. They have talent, but maybe not as much as they thought.
In a game this close, you want to attack the paint. Get yourself some easy looks. Get to the line, man. Get to the line.
Yeah,
And that'll do it for half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Harrison. There's the lob to the hoop. And Laverne throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
They've got Melodon. Harrison out there with Laverne. And it's Aginsa in its small forward. That one goes in. Laverne's got 4 points in the quarter. Laverne's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Releases. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Pass to Melodon. Lock at 6. Here's Harrison. Fires for 3. He can't get it to go. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Covered by Aginsa. From deep, Williams. And it's Melodon with the rebound. Out to the right wing. This one for 3. The shot by Harrison, no good. Harrison's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. 7 points in the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
There's the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Harrison's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The offensive rebound. Covered by Aginsa. Another shot. Rebounded by Aginsa.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Here's Harrison. He has 6. Stripped away. Williams, that's for 2. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Williams has got his second basket of the game. Williams has gone 2 of 4 from the field. Here's Harrison. Pass to Laverne. Back to Harrison. Rebound by Williams.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Just 5 to shoot. For the tie. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Harrison in the corner. 1:11 left in the third quarter. To the paint. Aginsa kicks to Harrison. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Thomas. Williams sends a screen for Thomas. No good. That would have tied it. Thomas gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Drills the three-pointer. Laverne's got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Harrison. Here's Schofield. And the 3 ball is good. Schofield's got 5 now.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Williams from outside the arc. That shot off. The third quarter comes to a close. Up by 9. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Stolen by Jackson. They've got Jackson. And it's DeColo in at the shooting guard position. Lee outside to the inside. And stolen by Williams. Lee with the steal. Pass to DeColo. The tray. Doesn't go for him.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Williams, that's a 2-pointer, and that one swishes right in. Now here's Lee. And he commits the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And there's the drive. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hander.
Home team foul. Number 15. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's DeColo. Here's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Brogita. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Lee outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to DeColo. Puts up a 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Brogita takes it inside.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
Here's DeColo. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Jackson with the screen. Inside, intercepted. Porchita, good on the three-point shot. He's got 19.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard, run our stuff. Guys?
Thanks, David. No good from Lee.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the points coming for them now, Greg in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Schofield passes to DeColo. Pass to Schofield. Here's DeColo. Shot clock at 6. No good from outside. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Fires the three. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Lee. Not a lot of room. And it's Laverne missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And DeColo kicks the lead. Trying to end the drought. Count it!
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
A critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Porchita. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
They set the screen. DeColo passes to Laverne. Lee outside. On the arc. Can't knock in the three. Porchita. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. To the left side wing to take the lead. Laverne grabs the miss. They've got Laverne. Lee out there with Melodon. And it's Schofield in at the four-man position.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Porchita, and the three ball is good. And he has 28 points for the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's DeColo, and the shot is good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Covered by Lee. Porchita, off target from outside. And here comes the break. Pass to Laverne. Lets the three fly. Unable to get that one. We've got 1:48 left in overtime. Got a piece of it. Lots of room. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Back to Lee. Here's DeCote. Lee outside. Just 3 to shoot. The 17-footer. Good work there as it goes.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Lee's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. Puts up a deep three. Laverne grabs the miss. He's got a clear path. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
From outside the arc. Trifecta.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Porchita. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
But we'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the strike, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And this is it, guys. Down 1, they've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
And so they get the victory here at home. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Greetings, it's 2K Sports bringing you live coverage of the NBA. This is our Sunday night broadcast. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Teo Maladon, and it's Schofield in at power forward. Howard's shot's good.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Basket counts.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Pass to Harrison. Here's Laverne. Out to the right wing. And they're pushing it up. Three-pointer in transition.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Howard's shot's good.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Harrison, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Ajinça.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
Three-pointer. Harrison with the bucket. Here's Howard. He's got 6. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Fires for 3. It's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. They get it again. Pass to Luau Cabarro. The 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Here's Harrison, guarded by Howard. Hits a three-pointer. He has 6.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
From deep. It's hauled in by Schofield. Howard's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Pass to Harrison. And there's the screen. To the wing on the left. This one for 3. Knocks down the triple. Harrison's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Manecki. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Schofield. Here's Harrison, guarded by Howard. From downtown. Harrison, no good. Puts up a deep 3. The shot by Howard, no good.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Ajinça. No made baskets yet. Rips it home off a terrific move.
And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. They set the screen. Lets it go from deep. He can't hit that time. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Harrison. There's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Harrison's got 9.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
to the left side wing. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Ajinça from outside the arc. A rebound by Hall. He can't get that one to fall.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Here's Baldwin. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. To the wing, right side, Nicolo. And it's all tied up. Nicolo's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Lets it go from the wing. No good on the shot.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Takes the three. Lee misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Off target from outside. The three. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Baldwin's shot is off. Uses the glass on the layup.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Here's Nicolo. From the high post. Nice jump shot. Nicolo's got 5 now.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Takes a 3. Knocks down the long J.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Off target from the baseline.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it just seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Oh, ripped away.
Away team foul. Lighty. First personal foul. First team foul.
Three minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Baldwin. He buries it from 3. Baldwin's got his second basket of the game.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Here's Nicolo. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. There's the drive. That bucket makes him 3 for 5. A minute 37 left in the first half. Here's Baldwin. He's got 6. Pass to Forrest. Here's Baldwin. Five to shoot. Here's Jop. Fires it. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Jackson, the screen. Here's DeColo. Three-pointer off the mark.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Out to the wing, inside. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. There's 48 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Lee. Yet to see a basket. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Here's Baldwin. Beyond the arc. He missed it. Now 3 for 7. There's the drive. Oh, it's stolen. And they're running. Lets it fly. What if it goes? And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
They look great on offense. The ball is flying around. Guys are getting open. It's enjoyable to watch.
Especially for those of us
taking a closer look. That does it for half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And it's Luau Cabarro in at the shooting guard position. They set the pick. Out left to the wing. Pass to Howard. Fires from deep. Tipped. And they're on the break for 3. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 5 now.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the looky like from 3 and capitalized.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And here's Howard. To the left wing, to the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 10 points for him.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Pass to Maladon. About a minute played here in the second half. Here's Harrison, guarded by Howard. 4-3. A rebound by Hall. Hall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. Here's Harrison. He's got 9. Here's Laverne. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. The jumper from the wing off target. It's a close game here in Boston. Pass to Maneki. Right wing. Here's Luwawu Cabarro. Drains the triple. Luwawu Cabarro has gone 2 for 2 from distance tonight. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Harrison. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
There's a screen. Banked it in off the glass.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Luwawu Cabarro. Off target from three-point range. Here's Ajinça. Here's Laverne. And he jams it home with authority.
Okay, showing he's capable of throwing it down.
Hey, I wish we saw more of these dunks from him. He obviously has the size and ability for it.
Well, remember, guys, size doesn't always equal athleticism.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. Hits the trifecta. Schofield's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Howard. He's got 9. And he lays it up and in. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. Rebound by Hall. Over to the left wing. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight.
Harrison, no good. Now, here is Howard. 11 points in the game. Pass to Luwawu Cabarro. They set the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Howard's shot is good. Howard's got 7 points here in the quarter.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
The offensive rebound. Here's Harrison. Three-pointer. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from it.
Counted from distance.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. They lead by 7. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
There's a screen. Here's Baldwin. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Back to Jackson. Here's DeColo. Let's go with a 3. Can't hit that one. Nicolo's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. They get it back. Over to the wing. Here's Baldwin. No good from outside. Baldwin's gone just 2 of 8 from the field. And he's going for the oop here. Robbed. Got a piece of it. In transition, here they come. Pulls up. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc, and then some. Baldwin's gone 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. Here's Nicolo. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
Puts up a 3. Baldwin's shot is off.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Here's Nicolo. Six to shoot. Launches a 3. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Nicolo's got 4 points this quarter. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Forrest, the pass to Diop. Out to the right wing.
Away team foul. Third personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's Howard with the 3. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And there's the screen. Here's Baldwin. The 3-pointer off the mark.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Nicolo. Gets the 3 to fall.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
1:58 left to play in the fourth. And here's Howard. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, not really much you can do to stop him there. You want your players to go hard at the bucket like that.
Knocks down the long J. Give him 20.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Nicolo. Back to Lee. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. Fires in the triple.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
The 3 is up. Misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts.
Now, here is Howard. The D's right on him. There's the triple. Pass to Baldwin. 4-3. Back to Howard. Fires away from way outside. Not going to go that time. Here's Laverne. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Fires from way outside. Off on that one. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Williams. He's guarded by Howard. 5 on the clock. No one near him. Off the left rim and out. They set the pick. Sedikurski's good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Williams, a screen on Howard. Guarded by Howard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
It's stolen, and they're on the break. Pass to Williams. He's guarded by Howard. Lock at 6. Offensive rebound. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. He thinks Tyrese Maxey is a guy they have to watch. He said he reads the floor well and understands situational basketball. Defensively, it's tough to speed him up or slow him down. He really plays at his own pace. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Sedikurski's no good with the triple.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Pass to Williams. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. From past the arc. He's guarded by Howard. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 5. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Out to the wing. 16 feet away. The rebound by Luwawu.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Drills the three-pointer.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Williams, a screen on Howard. The kick out to Williams. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
To the right side. From downtown, score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
Now here's Howard. Defense is right there to the left wing. They set the pick. The shot. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Driving to the basket.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Luwawu. Thomas covering. Luwawu's shot is off. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. This one for 3. Rebounded by Monecki. Sedekursky's cans it from downtown. He's got 11.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Substitution on the court.
Baldwin looking for the opening. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Up by 4. We'll get right back to the end. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
From deep, Thomas. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's Forrest. And that one's on target from the wing.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Procida misses the 3. Here's Baldwin. Fires from deep. Here's the screen. Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Shooting for the away team.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Baldwin. That one's not going to go. Procida, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Forrest. An easy 2 points on the layup. Forrest has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
There's the screen. Procida fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Baldwin. Nothing on the board. Fires from the corner. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Just 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
There's the 3. He doesn't hit that one.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Thomas, guarded closely. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. It's deflected, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Forrest. He's guarded by Thomas. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here's Forrest. He's got 6. Fires the 3. Another miss. His 6th of the night after 6 shot attempts. Deflects the pass. 1:07 left to play here in the half. Pass to Baldwin. There's a screen. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 6.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of the game. And he uses the glass on the layup.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Perchita cans the shot with nobody near him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
6 to shoot. Pass to Baldwin. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Baldwin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Perchita, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Leading by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
His activity on both ends has been remarkable, constantly looking for ways to affect.
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the visiting team.
They're proving.
And that concludes.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Howard is out there with Luwawu, and it's Monecki in at the 4 slot. Rebounded by Monecki.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate. He's
guarded by Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. There's a good screen. Shoots the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Howard's got 9.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Williams for 3. That shot missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle moves to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. Howard can't hit.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Outside Williams. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
There's the pick. And Howard has it in the corner. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Got a hand on it, and so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession. And finished off by Williams. Williams has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And then Williams slams it in.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. There's a minute 34 left in the third. Swiped it away. Here's the break. Spins. Tries to the hoop. And he dunks it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Ldlc down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Howard. No good on the shot.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Down low, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And they'll get another chance. Pass to Manecki. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. To stop the drought. Hall, that's good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Up 5. And we're... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. From down in the low post, it goes.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Here's Baldwin. Makes it off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Bounce pass, Thomas. Procida. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
They set the pick. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Jop. A three ball. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Thomas, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Baldwin. Hits the three-point bomb.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
They set the pick. Right wing. It's Thomas on the wing. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Number 15.
Thomas gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Procida, there's the try.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Baldwin. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Coming off the floor for your home team, number 0.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Beyond the arc. That's his 5th miss of the game. He has made 6 of his 11 shots. Howard against Thomas. Jacks up a 3. Back to Howard. Fires from 18. Good. Nothing but net.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Baldwin, the pass to Howard. Five to shoot. Three-pointer. That shot, no good.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
Launches a 3, sinks the three-pointer.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
They get it back outside for Thomas. Howard with the steal. From deep three-point territory. Missed. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans get.
we have a Monday night of basketball for you. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Drops in the three.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Here's DeColo. Down low. Pass to Harrison. Lets it go from deep. It doesn't go for him. Here's Williams. Here's Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. No luck on that one. Here's the break. Here's DeColo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
It's Thomas on the wing. That three's off the mark. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here's DeColo. A deep three. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Outside, Williams pulls it. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Harrison with the drive. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
Ha, it doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's DeColo. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. DeColo's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Williams with the screen. Misses the jumper.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
He shoots. The quick look, no good that time.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
There's a screen. Here's Harrison. Sends it home from three-point land. Harrison's got 5.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
To the middle. Picked it. And they're on the run.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got his second basket. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Here's Harrison. 5 points in the game. Here's DeColo. Hits a three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Thomas outside from the arc. No good that time.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Harrison. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. And he misses his first shot. And here's the fast break. Fires it from 18. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And he drives in. He gets it in there.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Here's Harrison. It could go. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Pure from three-point range.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Nails it from 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Lee on the wing. Puts up a 3. Jackson outside. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. Connects from downtown. Lee's got his second basket on the night.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's Lee. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Drives to the hoop. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
I love his versatility around the rim. That time with the reverse jam.
Mark that one. You know that's going to be replayed over and over again. It's worth it. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Prochita nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The 3 is up. Lee misses. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pass to Maladon. Beyond the arc. Lee misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
They set the pick. Spins. Shot clock at 6. Great open look there.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Very few miscues from this team tonight. They valued their possessions and hold the lead, partly because of it.
The visitors with the ball, trailing by 5. The 3 ball. No good. 3 for 4 in the game now. Here's Maladon. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And so he makes both from the line.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Out left to the wing. The 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And the basket by Lee.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And there's a pick. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. There's 57 seconds left in the second. Sinks the tray.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
3-pointer. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Jackson, pass to Lee. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Lee's got 18.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Here's Maladon. To the inside. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Defended by Jackson. Offline with a 3. Pass to Lee. He gets it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half now in the books. Leading by 9. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Well, I think for the home team, unfortunately, their season ends with this game. Plenty of room for improvement and growth. We'll see where they go from here.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the home team.
I love their game plan.
And that is going to do.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Harrison. Here's DeColo over Thomas. And the 17-footer goes down. DeColo's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Harrison. Here's Schofield. No points so far. Harrison with the bucket.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And he banks in the layup.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the 3rd. Here's DeColo. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. DeColo's got 10 points.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's DeColo. 10 points for him. 90 seconds into the second half now. And they call an illegal screen here.
We expect some fumbles with the ball. And overall, I think they've done a good job limiting those slip-ups.
They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
They grab their own miss.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Thomas from downtown. Kept alive. Here's Williams. He drops it from range. 5 points in the game.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Gets the 3 ball to go.
He came out of halftime with renewed focus, heating things up offensively.
Hey, from beyond the arc. He can't get it to go. Here's DeColo. Thomas defends. Here's the pick.
2 minutes remaining.
The 3. Drills it from deep. Harrison's got 6 in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And the shot's good.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Shot to stop the run. That shot is off.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Here's DeColo. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. DeColo's got 17.
Ooh, he's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
From behind the arc. The shot no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. 30 seconds left in the third. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And Williams punches it home.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Lee. And a miss there off the inbound. Thomas outside. Shoots over Maladon. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Lee on the wing. From deep. He buries it from 3. Lee's got 21.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Shot is up. Good as the jump shot falls. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Stolen by Jackson. Stolen. Rochita. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Here's Maladon. Thomas defends. No good on the triple. Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like it.
They get it again.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Lee. To the wing, right side. Inside. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. No go for him there. 9 for 15 now. Rochita, defended by Jackson. Rochita buries it from 3.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Lee misses.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
To the wing on the left. Rochita, defended by Jackson. That shot wide open. Give him 20.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Lee misses. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
There's 1:59 left in the game.
That pass was from far, far away and right on the money.
A serious long-distance connection right there. Here's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Lee's got 26 points.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Driving in.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Aginsa misses. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Thomas. 19-footer. Rebounded by Aginsa.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's DeColo from deep three-point land. That's off. 7 for 12 now. .105 left in the final quarter. Rochita. And a two-handed jam!
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Pass to Aginsa. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Lee. Knocked away. In transition, here they come. Three-pointer in transition.
Now he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's DeColo. The long distance 3 is buried. Launches it and so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be...
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Howard is out there with Luau, and it's Monecki in at the 4 slot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Howard. Sedikurski's. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Now here's Melodon. He's guarded closely. Pass to Harrison for the 3. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I'm not sure who is supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous laps there defensively.
Rob. To the middle. Here's Schofield. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Harrison. 6 points for him. They set the pick. Back to Laverne. Shot clock at 5. He takes it in, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Connects from 3-point range. 8 points for him. Pass to Melodon. Back to Harrison. Banked in off the glass. Harrison's got 10.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Now Howard fires for 3. Laverne grabs the miss.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Howard can't hit.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Good. That one on target for Melodon.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The 3. Howard, that's good.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Melodon. Pass to Harrison. Now here's Melodon. Defense right on him. And the jam by Ajinça.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
That was just a perfect possession. Getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Howard. Over to the wing. Here's Laverne. Schofield passes to Harrison. Now here's Melodon. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. And it's Laverne missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Outside Howard. From beyond the arc and then some. Howard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Now here's Laverne. Still scoreless. And it ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Right side, Lee. To the inside. And that one's good. Chop. And it's a tie ball game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We've got Lee, and it's Jackson at the 3 spot. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Out to the right wing. Pass to Forrest. Six on the shot clock. Down low. Stolen away. Here's Lighty. They get it again. On the wing, Lee. There's the pick. Lock at 6. Hits the jumper in space. Here's Baldwin. No scoring in this one. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Takes the 3. And it's DeColo with the rebound. And here we go. Lee heading to the hoop. Chalk up 2 there. Lee's got his second bucket tonight.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
There's the triple. Buries it from 3-point range.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Lets it go with the 3. And that one's good, DeColo.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Baldwin. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And DeColo kicks to Lee. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. And that one's good, DeColo. DeColo's got 6 points.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Pass to Jock.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Launches it. And it's DeColo with the rebound. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first half. Out to Lee. The 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Lee's got 7 now in this quarter.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Here's Baldwin. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's DeColo. He has 6. That's a 2 from Lee. The good-looking shot from the wing. He's got 9.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Baldwin. Oh, that's blocked. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Jackson. To the wing right side. Here's DeCote. Good, nice job down low.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Lee passes to DeCote. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. DeCote's got 11 points. Here's the screen. Baldwin. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Lee outside, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so that brings the first half to a close. Up 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
This will be a good challenge. If they could come in, play with intensity, and sustain that, they'll be right there at the end, Shaq.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the visiting team.
If they think they'll win.
Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Paladon is out there with Harrison, and it's Schofield in a power forward. Howard kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Sedikurskis. Here's Hall, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Hall's got his first basket.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
They've got Luwawu. He's out there with Howard. And it's Hall in at the 5 down low. Here's Harrison. 10 points for him. Here's Laverne. No good on the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Plays it up and banks it in. Hall's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Drops in the tray.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Right wing. There's the screen. Here's Harrison. Here's Ajinça. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Ajinça's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Outside Howard. Laverne grabs the miss. Pass to Harrison. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Driving inside.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Sedikurskis. It's good from long range. 11 points in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Back to Harrison. Paladon passes to Ajinça. Here's Harrison. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Howard. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Howard's got 14 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Harrison.
Away team ball.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Howard. That's no good. He's 5 of 10 from the field. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Howard. Here's Harrison. 12 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. No good that time.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Back to Howard. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Aladon passes to Harrison. There's a screen. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by Hall. Hall's got 5 rebounds tonight.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here we go, one-on-one. 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. And here's Laverne. Back to Harrison. Tries the spin move. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Now here's Meladon. Pass to Harrison. And it falls over the rim and in. Harrison's got 16.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. They're up by 3. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Jackson. And it's Lee in at the point. And DeColo kicks to Lee. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Forrest. Pass to Baldwin. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Lee outside. To the wing on the left. Here's DeColo. And a miss there on the triple. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Baldwin, covered by Lee. Jop passes to Baldwin. From past the arc. That shot off. Baldwin's gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. DeColo passes to Lee. 5 on the clock. And DeColo kicks to Lee. A 3-pointer is right on target. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Baldwin the pass to Chuck. There's a good screen. Fires for three. A second chance effort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Both teams deciding to change it up. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Lee with the ball. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Jackson. Here's DeCola. Started by Howard. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. DeColo can't get it to go. It's picked off. Lee outside. Here's Schofield. Here's DeColo. Just 5 on the clock. Lee dishes to Laverne. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now here's Howard. He's tightly guarded. That's good from 17 feet away. Howard's got 13 points in the second half.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Pass to Baldwin. Back to Howard. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. DeColo passes to Jackson.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Laverne, and Laverne throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
A 3 ball. Another miss by Howard. Inside. Stolen. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Pass to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple. So they get the victory here at home. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and